Hey guys, did you hear that Quad from Married to Medicine is being sued? So, in this article by Sandra Rose, the woman's name was not disclosed, but it does say that woman says contractor sexually assaulted her in Quad Web's home. It's alleged by this woman, this unnamed woman, that this is according to the news source sanjarose.com. The article she put out says the contractor was looking at this unnamed woman who worked in Quad's home and she felt very uncomfortable, reported it to Quad, who did nothing. Subsequently, moving forward, she was assaulted by this man, allegedly. Also, one of the castmates is accusing Quad of sleeping with a married man, which Quad found very insulting. And it's the same contractor she hired she's accused of sleeping with. Quad says this contractor is the husband of a very good friend of hers. So she really found it quite insulting that she would be accused of such a thing. But here's the footage of Quad having her receipts and stating her case.
And this married man that they're speaking of, I hired him to work for me. And I do have audio to prove who really slept with the man. Don't test me.
She said, the married man that you're speaking of, I hired him to work for me. And I do have audio. Who really slept with the man? Don't test me. So the married man in question is the same man who is the contractor for Quad. And this is what I have to say on that. If she did sleep with a contractor, she's single. But on the other hand, he's married. So she would be crossing the line. Of course, he would be also, because he would be cheating on his wife. Not to mention the fact that Quad and the wife are friends. And there's a woman who also worked for Quad, and now she's coming out and she's saying that she is going to sue Quad because this married man forced himself upon her, this contractor, while she was working in the home, and he was working in the home also. She stated that he always looked at her a certain way, and she reported it to Quad, and Quad shrugged it off and did nothing about it. I'm thinking the only way that she can prove that allegation is if she actually have audio. And if she has the audio, then maybe she set Quad up. Who knows? So all kinds of tea came out on this past episode. And let me tell you, it's shaping up to be a very interesting end of year. I wonder who's going to survive on this show. Talk about a bombshell. That information is so explosive. I am sure everybody is wondering right now, who can that cast member be? So we've got several things going on with Quad. One is the contractor allegedly slept with one of the cast members. Two, there's a woman who says the contractor sexually assaulted her in Quad's home. So I'm really wondering if there's any validity to this lawsuit. And if it's not merited, then Quad can actually go after this woman for defamation of character. The post go on to say the contractor is the husband of one of Quad's close friends, allegedly. The victim reportedly told Quad how uncomfortable she was with the contractor, but Quad allegedly thought it was funny. So now the alleged rape victim is filing a lawsuit against Quad this week in Atlanta. And this is all according to sanjarose.com. So we're keeping our ears to the ground concerning that impending lawsuit. So now moving on to the second part of this story, where Quad is being accused of sleeping with a contractor who renovated her house. I remind you, this man is the husband of one of her close friends, her dear friend. So we can understand why Quad got so upset, because those allegations can really ruin a person's reputation. Let me tell you something. I have never laid with a married man, and this very man that you're speaking of, I hired him to work for me. And I do have the audio to prove who really slept with him. Don't test me. Child, I had to clutch my pearls. I said, oh no, don't tell me it was one of the cast. Tell me it ain't so. Tell me it wasn't a cast member because we know all these ladies are married except Quad. I said, oh my word. What in the tarnation? Something ain't clean in the buttermilk, honey. She further went on to say, let me tell you something. I'm not going to sleep with anybody, anyone that I pay. To me, that's hustling backwards. So Sandra Rose also said that Quad did a married man who owns a Caribbean restaurant on the southwest side of Atlanta. It looks like if the streets got all the tea, but I'm going to tell you something. You better have your receipts when you're making such allegations because these celebrities will come after you. We know for a fact because look at Tasha K and Cardi B, okay? Tasha K is in the hole for $4 million. So y'all keep playing and you keep saying the streets and see if these celebrities don't come after you for defamation. But everything I say over here on this channel is alleged. Until the celebrity comes out and we hear it out of their own mouths. So those were two things I had to address concerning Quad. The third thing, though, I have to address is Toya is saying that she might sue Quad because Quad went too far. So Toya Bush Harris, who is married to Dr. Eugene Harris, has strong opinions about the current season of Married to Medicine. And one of those opinions is she believes the accusations being made are very damaging. At this point, Toya feels lines have been crossed, and she is even considering filing a lawsuit against Quad, a defamation suit. A little sidebar here, folks. It's not only damaging because she's being accused of this, and people are looking at her sideways now. But it's damaging because her husband can actually divorce her for such an accusation if she can't prove that she's innocent. She said besides that accusation about her marriage, she said she feels as though the most dangerous accusation is people suggesting that she had something to do with Anala's Sanja's robbery. She said she has been accused of cheating on her husband, Dr. Eugene Harris, and she feels as though it's the most dangerous accusation that people are suggesting that she had cheated. And she said, you know what, I may just sue because it's very damaging to my marriage. So, folks, it's getting nasty on Married to Medicine. So a fan had been asking what happened for Toya and Quad to feud like this. It has become so dark. And Quad recently told a follower that Toya allegedly tried to have her fired from the show. So Quad had more to say during a recent interview with DJ Richie Sky. She said that she was upset about a post Instagram live session that Toya did with Dr. Simone Whitmore and Cecile Whitmore. She said Toya had some drinks and she gave her opinion about the cast. And when it came to Quad, Toya questioned what she brings to the show, what she brings to the table. In Toya's opinion, Quad no longer contributes anything of substance. Quad said that Toya also stated that she also thinks it's nonsensical for Quad to be around when she's single. And Simone shared similar sentiments. So it looks like if this beef is going to continue, because I'm sure not only the folks on the show, but I'm sure a lot of the viewers are wondering why Quad is still there. Because she's single. She's not married. But in fairness, I guess you can ask that question for a lot of the other housewife shows, because a lot of those women are not married also. In Quad's case, she was married and got a divorce. And in other housewife shows, you see single women on the show who were married and now they're no longer married, but it keep them on the show because they came on as married women, same as Quad. Another interesting tidbit is that Quad said that it was Anala who told her that Toyo is allegedly cheating on Eugene with a neighbor. And previously, Quad claimed that Anala was calling her, telling her Toyo had something to do with the robbery. If you ask me, that's the person that Toyo needs to take to court and sue, this Anala, for spreading all these rumors. So Quad defended herself on OMFG TV's Instagram page, and she said the majority of the cast are either being fake towards one another or misinformed. When it comes to what's said during the filming of the episodes, lies are told everywhere. But when you get to the reunion, it's moms. Mom's the word. Quiet as a church mouse. I never knew it would be so hard for older women to take accountability, own and apologize for what they've said. I certainly don't have a problem with it. Straightforward. I voice my intent, apologize when I'm wrong, and present big facts as I sit back and watch some of them try to poke holes in the truth, and others sit quietly with egg dripping from their faces. However, our viewers will see through all of it, as facts always offers clarity and dispels lies. Period. So, folks, things are getting really nasty. A lot of accusations are flying. I want to see what's going to come out with this woman who is accusing Quad of doing nothing and allowing this contractor to rape her, allegedly. And it's all alleged because it hasn't been proven. But it's shaping up to be very interesting. And also the fact that Quad allegedly slept with this married man who is / contractor. She says she has receipts as to who really slept with him. And of course, Toya is talking about suing. So it's lawsuits filing back and forth. But I'm really curious about if this allegation is true, that Quad was told about this contractor looking at this woman who worked in her home and did nothing, because if that's true, then she can be held liable. Because if someone tells you that they feel uncomfortable, this person has made advances, this person is looking at them up and down, undressing them, making all kinds of comments, and you report it, the employer is supposed to do something about it. Either fire that person or do some type of intervention. But according to this woman, she told Quad and Quad did nothing, so she is filing a lawsuit. Now, the name of the woman I did not see in the report. I guess that's going to come out at a later date, or it's in some other report that I have not seen. But I hope the woman who is filing the lawsuit against Quad has her receipts, because you just can't accuse someone of facilitating a rape and did nothing about it when you told them that the person appears to be threatening to you and you feel uncomfortable. Can't accuse someone of not doing anything if you don't have receipts. And if she does have receipts, I would imagine Quad is going to have to shell out some money. But if she doesn't, Quad can actually go after her for defamation. YouTubers, I'm over and out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel and to this video. Thank you for watching.